Hey, what's going on? JD here. I got a quick unboxing for you. Today we have Metallica and Justice for All, and Justice for All gets remastered in this box set. So I'm very excited to open this and share what is inside. So let's just jump right into it. Pull off the plastic. So we'll just pop this open. It is much like the other Metallica albums, a nice cardboard container. First off, we've got the important download code, which will get you the digital download of the remastered tracks, which is fantastic. This is super cool. The laminate, Metallica Captains of Crunch. The Captain Crunch helmets, love that crunch. World Access Tour on the back. We've got all the set list, including where the pyro is in the set, which is super cool. And I love stuff like this because of my job. I love, all the laminates. I keep all the laminates from doing my work. So if you ever look on my socials at Paint Ink, you will see everything from Metallica to Megadeth to you name it, all the photographs that I love to take. We've got the patches, which is really cool as well. We've got Metallica and Justice for All. This patch is the one that I remember the most with them in the mallet, which is super cool. It was a tour shirt as well. We've got Metallica in Vertigo, You Will Be. I love this patch too. These are all awesome actually. Nicely embroidered. They're money tips, scales again. And of course we've got one which was probably my favorite song when I saw that video come out for Metallica back in the day. I was strictly blown away. One of my favorite videos of all time. And of course, we've got the album itself, and Justice for All looks just like how I remember it. So, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. And if we open it up, there is 2 records in here. So we've got 2 very thick vinyl. We'll just yank those out. Of course, we've got the insert with all the lyrics. Again, the image that I was talking about earlier, that's what I remember from the album itself. And then, of course, the flip side there, we've got all the guys. Just how I remember it in the original album. Album 1, we've got Blackened and Justice for All on side 1. Side 2, we've got Eye of the Beholder and One. Side 3, moving on, we've got The Shortest Straw, Harvester of Sorrow, The Frayed Ends of Sanity, and then of course our last side, side 4, we've got Live is to Die and Dyer's Eve. So that is super awesome. These are also very, very nice, thick vinyl. And one of the cool things that you will be able to see, hopefully, is, and I don't know if you can see that or not, I'll just kind of move it around. It says basically printed on the Metallica press. Yes, they do have their own vinyl press, which is also very cool, and how they are doing the vast majority of these box sets now this days. So that is the album. So moving on, got a cool picture disc of One. Again, super awesome. Looks really, really cool. So we got One. On the back side, we've got Seek and Destroy Live, which is also super, super cool, and a nice little plastic sort of sleeve for it. I'm not a big fan of picture discs to play them, just because they tend not to sound the best. Moving on, we've got Metallica in Seattle, 1989, which is fantastic because this was the year that I saw basically Metallica for the first time. I saw them in Calgary, Alberta on June 3rd, 1989. Interesting fact about that concert is that afterwards, basically the whole train got destroyed, all the seats, as the fans were sort of piling out. So we got a nice triple kind of play here. So we got the three sides as this folds out immensely. We've got the set lists. Of course, we've got, you know, some good looking shots of the stage and all that kind of good stuff. This is a film, black outfits required for all stage crew, non-essential personnel allowed on stage. So obviously filmed in Seattle. Of course, we've got vinyl of that as well, which is super cool. So we've got live vinyl takes, and we've got on side one, Ecstasy of Gold, Blackened, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Welcome Home Sanitarium, and that was Seattle 1989. We flip over. Of course, we've got Harvester of Sorrow, The Four Horsemen, The Thing That Should Not Be. And then we'll just go to this other side here. Pull that out. Then we've got on side 5. So I'm missing a disc. There is another disc in there. There's 3 discs. So out of order, side 5. We've got Creeping Death, Guitar Solo, Battery. And then, of course, we've got Encore, Last Caress, Am I Evil, Whiplash, and Bread Fan. So that is 4 and 5. And weirdly positioned in the middle one here. And we've got disc 4. So we've got Seek and Destroy and Justice for All and 1. And then on, side 3, we've got Bass Solo, Master of Puppets, and Fade to Black. So sorry, all out of order there. Terrible on my behalf. But a cool trifold here. I'm just going to throw that all back in there. Then, of course, we've got some great art. We've got Shortest Straw, pulled for you. This was the tour shirt as well. And then, of course, we've got some more great Metallica artwork. Sort of the lyric folder here with all the handwritten lyrics, which I think is super cool. They had that in Master of Puppets as well, which is awesome. And of course, we are now on to my favorite parts of these kind of things is the books. So we've got And Justice for All. If we open that up, you know, we'll go through all kind of the details, a bunch of studio shot stuff, as well as probably backstory. I will definitely get into read all of that. Notes, tracking sheets, you know, everything. Just little notes. I always love the fact that you get to see all these great old, you know, sort of shots, sort of the inspiration for the album cover as well as keep on going. Lots of stuff. Monsters of Rock, Van Halen, Scorpions, Donkey, Metallica, Kingdom Come, which would have been an awesome, awesome show to be at. And then, of course, you know, we've got tons and tons of great photographs. And me being a photographer, like I said, this is my favorite part. I particularly really like that photograph. There is kind of the coolest part of always getting these box sets. Looks like they were in Utah there, posing. Again, you know, super cool stuff. Lots of the stickers and guest placards and all that kind of stuff. Again, these are all super fun to collect. If you do collect those, I have, like I said, a large collection of it. Concert tickets, you name it. I mean, we can go on and imagine there is a ton of stories behind every one of these, and I will take a good look at that at a later time. So we got the last portion of the box here. Of course, we have the And Justice for All CD. And then we've got some other ones behind. We've got some interviews. So we've got some interviews from KSDT, interview with Jason, Circus Magazine with James, KNAC report from LA Monsters of Rock, KDXH, interview with Kirk, Metal Forces Magazine, interview with Lars. We've got some riffs, jams, and demos, which will be very interesting to kind of take a look at. We'll just kind of pop that open. So we've got 2 CDs. with a whole ton of songs. You know, it'll be interesting to kind of go through and see exactly how these sound, how these demos sound. And you know, it's super cool that these guys share all these kind of things these days. So that is cool. Of course, we've got live in Hammersmith, Ogden, England, October 10th, and radio edits. We've got live at Long Beach, and that's that for the live ones. And camcorders for all, one live at the Shoreline Amphitheater, Mountain View, California, September 15th. I believe this is a DVD. Let me just double check these guys. Those are CDs. So these are DVDs. These are obviously the live shows. So that's awesome. We've got 2 live shows, Mountain View, California, and camcorders for all for one, featuring footage large personal collection. That'll be awesome. We've got live the Stone Balloon, Justice for Wheels, Massa interviews, and raw live footage. Again, awesome that they're sharing all this kind of stuff. So again, 2 DVDs. And then up in this last corner here, we've got rough mixes from the vault. So that is a single CD. We've got rough mixes, Black and Injustice for All, Eye of the Beholder, One, Shortest Straw, Harvester's Sorrow, Frayed Ends of Sanity, To Live Is to Die, To Live Is to Die, Dyer's Dead, Bread Thin, and The Prince, which is cool. And we've got Live at the Troubadour, West California, and B-Side. So we've got another 2 CDs. Super, super cool. So again, you know, these album sets I think are absolutely fantastic. I think it is a big win given the amount of, you know, sort of content that you are given that you don't have before. I definitely enjoy these, and most definitely enjoy the books the most. So that's all I have for you. This is And Justice for All vinyl unboxing. Thanks again. Remember to hit like and share this video. And until the next Metallica release, see ya.